What's good, YouTube? It's Toxic Fruit, and today we're going to be watching 15 items that Shaquille O'Neal owns that cost more than your life. Not mine, your life. Not mine. There's nothing that costs more than my life. But if you don't know Shaquille O'Neal, Mr. Put his nuts on the back of your head. Mr. I won 3 rings and carried Kobe to 3 rings, and then went along and got another one with Dwayne Wade, so that equals 4. 7-footer, maybe hands down the best big man of all time, unstoppable. They called him the Big Diesel. So he was like 7 foot, maybe 7'1", like 200 something pounds. Like, bro, he was just like ridiculous. He was honestly goated. But if you guys want to see more videos like this, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Make sure you guys hit the bell to never miss another upload. Comment down below more videos you would like to see me react to that are entertaining, not only to you, but can be entertaining to me and the other viewers that's going to be watching. Let's get right into the video.
So with Shaquille O'Neal being such a legendary icon in NBA history, and having a net worth of nearly $400 million, being one of the highest paid athletes ever, up till now, you only wonder how he's made more money off the court since he retired than on.
I don't know if this is updated like to now, because he's
his $1 million 1-hour shopping spree that included buying Rolls-Royce Phantoms for both LeBron James and President Donald Trump. Does Shaquille O'Neal actually own a part of Google?
What? Huh? He did what?
That included buying Rolls-Royce Phantoms for both LeBron James and President Donald Trump.
What did he buy a Phantom for him
for? Does Shaquille O'Neal
for?
actually own a part of Google? Did he really spend $79 million to have a tower built just to make the city look better? And was he really so hungry one day he just straight up bought a Krispy Kreme donut store? Let's just get right into it. Shaquille O'Neal's $1 million shopping spree. Now, back in 1992, recently after being drafted with the #1 overall pick by the Orlando Magic, immediately after signing a $1 million endorsement deal with a trading card company, the legendary NBA superstar Shaquille O'Neal, then at the time he was only 20 years old, made a financial mistake that forever ended up changing how he handled his money for the remainder of his career. Shaq actually told this story and went on to say a lot about how this changed him forever. He said, "It was me being overly happy / irresponsible. My agent called me and said, 'Hey, you've got $1 million.' So I went to the Mercedes dealership. The guy says $150,000. I write him a check, give it to him. So now in my head, $1 million minus $150,000, I've still got $850,000 left, right? So I get home, my father says, 'That's nice, where's mine at?' I go buy the same car for my father. I'm good. I've got $700,000 left. And then came back home, my mother said, 'I want the smaller version, which cost $100,000. So in my mind, I've got $600,000. So now I've got to do what everybody does, got to buy rings and diamonds and earrings and all this and that. A couple of days later, the bank manager called me in and he sat me down and he said, 'I've been following you 2 or 3 years. Love your career. You're probably going to be a fabulous player and make a lot of money. But you know, a lot of you guys, when you're done playing, don't have anything. I don't want you to be like that. I want you to take a look at this.' And it ended up turning out that I was $50,000 or $60,000 in the hole. So I was just writing checks, I was buying TVs, I was just buying stuff I didn't even need. After I said, you know what, I need to get me a business manager. Luckily, I had a lot of hard lessons early, but I'm the type of guy that I don't like to miss 2 shots in a row, even if it's a free throw. An experience like this is exactly why he's pushing financial responsibility to his 6 children. During a segment on The Ellen Show, O'Neal actually told about the rules he currently has in place for his children. Shaq went on to say, 'My most famous rule is, in order to touch any of my cheese, you have to present me 2 degrees. Their father's very successful, so as a father, I'm not going to give them handouts. They have to get a bachelor's and a master's.' With Shaquille O'Neal having an estimated net worth of approximately $400 million, it's definitely reasonable to take his advice seriously, seeing as he continues to make money without even being on the basketball court.
He said, if you want to touch my cheese, give me some
$1 million
degrees.
investments. So when Shaquille O'Neal was on The Ellen Show, he actually talked about other sources of income in his life. High-profile celebrities or athletes are often looked at as beyond successful, but believe it or not, even signing multi-million-dollar deals isn't enough for some of these icons. They're constantly looking for new opportunities beyond their craft or profession, especially if a valid investment opportunity comes their way. Now, O'Neal actually went on to say that when he first got to Los Angeles in the 1990s, he was actually at a 4 Seasons hotel, playing with some random person's children sitting at the next table and actually babysitting the guy's kids while he was in a meeting. O'Neal then went on to say that after that meeting, he said, 'You know what? You're good with kids. I like you. I'm gonna bring you in on this investment.' Now, what this guy was talking about at the time was something called Google that not many had heard of. He said, 'You know, in the future, you're gonna be able to type on your phone, search engine this, do that. You should invest.' I invested, and then a couple of years later, I got a really big return. Now, Shaquille O'Neal himself didn't talk publicly about how much he initially invested or profited from this. Right? However, if you decide to take a chance and invested $1,000 into Google 11 years ago in 2007, you might not have ended up making billions of dollars from this like cryptocurrencies surrounding Bitcoin, but you would have roughly tripled your money to nearly $3,000. So with Shaquille O'Neal constantly signing multi-million-dollar contracts throughout his legendary career, he easily could have gotten a life-changing return off his investments if he invested plenty and held it. Shaq actually talked about some of his impressive portfolio he'd been able to put together over the years, which included Apple, 24 Hour Fitness, Five Guys, which are all relatively known brand names, and also partially owns nightclubs in Las Vegas. He said he follows one rule when choosing what type of company to affiliate with. He said he only invests in things that are out to change people's lives. He also said he doesn't invest into things that he sees a selling point years down the line. That mindset has always been a failure for him. Despite having an estimated $400 million net worth 2 years ago in 2016, he reportedly saves 75% of his earnings off the remaining 25%. Having such an iconic 19 years in the NBA, he obviously accumulated a lot of his wealth playing on the basketball court, even signing a deal worth $120 million with the Los Angeles Lakers back in 1996. But he's actually said he makes more per year now being retired than during his years spent in the league. Shaquille O'Neal made over $280 million during his career in the NBA. Shaq made up to $30 million a season on average throughout his years in the league, but he said he made even more since through endorsement and advertising opportunities. Since he retired back in 2011, him being such a household name has allowed him to become the face of many brands, and even serves financial guidance to the NBA's upcoming players. Shaq has also reportedly worked together with Magic Johnson in terms of more investment opportunities. O'Neal even admitted to loving Krispy Kreme donuts so much that he partnered with them because they basically pride itself on spreading joy and supporting local communities. O'Neal even said, "Our goal is to help people find their happy place, and what better way than a box of Krispy Kreme donuts." Shaq has been recognized to find brands worth it before the public wants some Krispy Kreme donuts, don't you? Shaq infamously wears a size 22 shoe, and when he discovered Tom's shoes, he decided to buy 2,000 pairs of them just to make it worthwhile for the brand itself. He said there's only 3 types of shoes he wears, including Reeboks, his own Shaq apparel line, and now Tom's. Shaquille O'Neal has even recently opened a $79 million tower of apartments in New Jersey earlier this year. O'Neal addressed the media surrounding this, saying how he invests to make a difference and how growing up in the city was so beautiful, but he wanted to improve it in some way. Shaquille is just trying to have one of the most legendary legacies of any athlete ever, and he's well on his way, constantly expanding his brand in whatever way possible. Shaquille O'Neal's mansion collection.
A collection of mansions?
Is one of the most dominant players in NBA history. Being over 7 feet tall, he constantly dominated his opponents. With him being a one-of-a-kind type of player throughout his time with multiple
This guy's 7 foot?
Including the Orlando Magic, Los Angeles Lakers, Miami Heat, Phoenix Suns, Cleveland Cavaliers, and even Boston Celtics. It's only right he has a one-of-a-kind mansion collection as well. But earlier this year, Shaq ended up listing his $28 million Orlando mansion up for sale. What Shaquille O'Neal lived in here was something you could only dream of.
That's the mansion?
This lakeside mansion not only had an amazing outdoor view and exterior, but the inside is just as ridiculous. It actually includes a 6,000 square foot basketball court indoors and even had an aquarium room with a huge fish tank. His estate here is actually located in a gated golf community, which has also been home to the legendary golf star Tiger Woods. O'Neal ended up purchasing this mansion for nearly $4 million back in 1993, when it was a 23,000 square foot location, according to sources of the Orlando Sentinel. Now the location has changed up a bit over time and is now 31,000 square feet. Shaq's property includes some of the most luxurious things you could think of, including but not limited to a soundproof home theater, a gallery hall designed specifically for his art collection, and even a gentleman's room with game tables and a bar. So when looking at the outside,
so more of like a older type of guys type of house.
Long, 15 feet deep pool with a custom rock waterfall, hot tub, and even a tiki style open cabana looking like a Lake Butler. On its main level, there's a guest section of the crib consisting of 5 bedrooms, a great room, and a bar. On its second level, it has a master bedroom and a balcony. Also on the second floor are 4 bedrooms and a master closet with custom shelving. Shaq's garage here is something like a showroom. O'Neal has been universally recognized as having such an impressive car collection. This 17-car garage even includes a dance studio and a recording studio within. Which is funny because Shaquille O'Neal is actually one of many NBA players to have a successful rap career on the side of basketball. But after originally purchasing this mansion for a minor $4 million, him listing it for $28 million,
he broke
a huge profit to yet again one of the most savvy businessmen in NBA history. Shaquille O'Neal's car collection. Now, back in the day when Shaquille O'Neal first started receiving
what
millions of
7-footer?
dollars at such a
How
young
could he
age,
fit into a vehicle?
His first impulse to
What
the new
vehicle?
situation in his life when he made some serious money was to buy a couple of Bentleys. A funny story surrounding this is how Shaq actually entered a Rolls-Royce dealership dressed in flip-flops. The salesman asked Shaq if he could even afford the rides in the store, and it led to Shaquille purchasing not one, not two, but 3 Bentleys, which nearly cost him $1 million right there on the spot. But
Put
that's
him
just
on.
the beginning. In the following
Shut him
years,
up quick.
he eventually added plenty more to his
How did you not know who
legendary
Shaq was?
Shaq actually loves to fully customize whatever rides he purchases. He wants to be a one-of-a-kind, just like the type of player he was. He actually
how
had
far
both
his seat is
Lamborghini
back.
and Ferrari stretched
How
out
do you
to his
fit in
enormous
that?
7-foot size.
Oh.
Shaq at one point got a 1999 Ferrari 355 Spider and customized it to fitting in by permanently cutting the top off to be forever convertible. One
Wow.
interesting thing about Shaq is he loves motorcycles. West Coast Choppers actually fully customized a Laker-themed bike to fit his enormous size, but it was nothing compared to his one-of-a-kind 3-wheel tricycle purchased back in 2014.
Okay.
He actually bought this from the Underground Garage motorcycle shop, and it was extended to be 10 to 14 feet long. Shaquille O'Neal also has a Dodge Challenger nicknamed the Shaq Cat, rather than its infamous Hellcat name. Shaq actually has a unique 3-wheel roadster, which is like nothing you've seen before.
Okay.
It also has extended legroom and even 18-inch wheels while looking like an oversized go-kart. O'Neal even has a 4-seater slingshot vehicle.
Oh,
now, of course,
that guy right there.
Hey,
dang it, bro. I'm trying to show y'all something. I'm trying to tell y'all something. The white guy right here, he makes like the cleanest cars ever. Like he has a show where he basically he's like he customizes vehicles. He can change a 2006 Pontiac into a Ferrari. You know what I'm saying? He basically just transforms vehicles and makes them like crazy. Like he's got the craziest ideas, the craziest things, the craziest things you could think of. He could do it. You know what I'm saying?
4-seater
Just
slingshot
a little
vehicle.
insight for y'all.
Now, of course, it wouldn't be an athlete's car collection without a Lamborghini, which
Obviously.
is exactly why Shaq actually owns a stretched out Gallardo. He even owns a
Obviously.
Rolls-Royce Phantom. And interestingly enough, he's actually even purchased Phantoms for LeBron James and President Donald Trump in years past. But Shaq told a story about how he bought the cars. He said, "I was playing for the Los Angeles Lakers and there's a Rolls-Royce dealership in Beverly Hills.
Okay.
And one day I just went in and Mike Tyson was in there buying a couple of Bentleys as well. I had on shorts, a tank top, and flip-flops. I said to the businessman, 'Sir, how much does this one cost?' He then said, 'Can you even afford it?' I was so upset that I bought 3 Bentleys right there on the spot. $1 million gone in 10 minutes. But Shaq not only owns multiple pickup trucks alongside all of this, one thing that's been argued is that his best car is his customized 2-door Vader. Blacked out rims, customized pedals, and legroom as well. It's definitely not a surprise how impressive Shaq's car collection inevitably is. So what's more legendary, Shaquille's NBA career itself or his life afterwards? Let me know what you think of this in the comment section down below. Drop a like on the video if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, but I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.
Man, that is crazy. If anybody who's watching this video right now don't know who Shaq is, don't know who Shaquille O'Neal, let me give you just a piece of insight. He was a great basketball player, very dominant, won 4 championships with Dwayne Wade and Kobe Bryant. Basically 2 of the greatest shooting guards ever to play basketball. And then he became a very, very successful businessman after, and he even has a son named Sharif O'Neal, who unfortunately had to have heart surgery, I think, or because something went wrong. God bless that he made it too. He made it out, and he signed to UCLA. He's going to be playing next year. That's just his summary. Seeing this is crazy. It showed some stupid mistakes he made too, and also shows how life can just take a turn. If he would have invested maybe $1 million into Google, who's telling how much that would have been now? Because Google's like a billion fortune company now. It's ridiculous. If you guys like this video, make sure you guys like and subscribe. Make sure you guys hit that bell to never miss another upload. Make sure you guys comment down below videos you want me to react to or videos that you would like me to react to. It's Toxic Fruit, and I'm out.